Yes guys, Jess here, back with another video. You read the title. We can see that we're exactly pumping from this level over here, and we've been getting that massive rally that we've been actually calling on the channel. We were calling for a slight move down before actual push, and that's exactly what we're getting. So we need to be looking at all the different scenarios and all the different charts that I have prepared for you guys, and all the different scenarios, as we have a lot of liquidity actually piling up to the top side over there. You can see that some of it's been grabbed, that there's a lot remaining, so we need to be looking at that exactly and be going through what that means. So before we get into the analysis, make sure to smash up that like button. Let's try get above 25 likes this video. I'll be absolutely insane. And with that being said, let's get straight away into this banger. Bow. And as you can see here guys, we have a new consolidation pattern, and this is your ascending triangle. So this is looking really good. We're actually at resistance now, so again it's a sign to be cautious. We need to see an actual break and a return to actually be bullish, and then that's where you're going to see some continuation. But for now, this actually is at a danger zone, so we need to be watching if we can get some signs of strength over here where we actually get followed through by the bulls, which will lead to a massive rally, and we may not even get the retest. We might actually just blow through this level and squeeze all the liquidity sitting above this level. So that's something to be watching for. But again, a pullback is warranted to the range lows again, whether we just come and test this trend line and actually flush out the late longs and actually test the psychology of the market. That is definitely on the table as well. And definitely, I do think that something like this in towards our mid-range, which I'll cover in a second, is warranted, where we can actually get a sort of inverse head and shoulders before we actually crack above that neckline and actually start the rally. So that's something to be watching. Just note that we're in a consolidation pattern. So again, you've got to be managing your risk. And as you can see over here, as mentioned, we have our range levels. And I mentioned in the last video, we're capped between December's range, as you can see. So if I go on a 12-hourly time frame, you can see we're in December's range right now, and we bounced exactly from the mid-range over there, and we're having a nice response, a V-shaped recovery after the DeepSeek news that caused Bitcoin to come down after the Nasdaq actually plummeted. So that's actually looking really good, and you can see we're exactly bouncing in towards our range highs. But again, if you look closely in towards the charts, you can see that potentially we can actually come in towards our mid-range here, and then maybe we can confirm a reversal where we have a inverse head and shoulders. We test this trend line, and actually we get the final push in towards the range highs, where we actually see moves all the way in towards that 120k mark and in towards price discovery. As we can see over here on this chart, for the guys that have been watching my channel for quite a while, you will recognize this chart layout, and it looks a bit complicated, but I'll just break it down for the guys that don't know. So you can see that we have our weekly levels here. We have our 21-week exponential moving average on the weekly time frame there, and then our 9 and 18 exponential moving averages on the daily time frame. And then we have our bull and bear moons, and you can see every time you have a bull moon, you tend to have positive price action, but when you have a bear moon, it's choppy in the uptrend, or it's actually slightly down. And right now we're in the presence of a bear moon, hence me actually thinking that we can actually get a pullback in towards our EMAs here and retest this downward sloping trend line and our falling wedge before we actually get the real breakout, where the late longs will get flushed, and then on the neckline there, that's a nice area to go long. If not, you can actually go long on the EMAs. So that's something I am watching. But yeah, I'm definitely still keeping my bullish bias, since I covered yesterday the sell the news scenario. So if you want more on that, watch it in yesterday's video, where I looked at the sell the news where we have on the shorter time frames, and on the longer time frame where we have the buy the rumor and buy the news. So definitely tune in and watch that if you want more in it. But again, this was so textbook. You can see the inauguration window on the 20th. We actually had a sell-off, and now we're actually starting to mark up, and I'm seeing this play out. So definitely do not be fooled, and don't be getting too bearish, because the probability of us actually moving up is a lot higher in my opinion. And you can see here, this was screenshotted yesterday, and this is exactly playing out. You can see if I come onto the chart, we've actually broken in towards the expansion phase. You can see that this fractal is exactly playing out, so that's actually looking pretty good. So if you're enjoying the video and you want to be trading yourself, make sure to click that first link down below. And when you click that first link down below, it's going to take you to this page over here, which is the page for Blofin. Now, Blofin are offering to my community a massive sign-up bonus of $5,000 US. So make sure to be taking advantage of that. And I definitely do recommend Blofin. They're one of the best exchanges out there. They're actually growing really quickly due to them having extremely low maker fees. They also have Fireblocks, which is an amazing feature where they have a third-party custodian to make sure that your funds are more secure. So definitely be signing up for Blofin if you want to be taking advantage of some of the opportunities I've been talking about and you agree with my opinion. And make sure to be checking if it's available in your country, definitely. And if it's available in your country, it's an amazing exchange with no KYC. So it's easy to sign up and be trading straight away. But yeah, definitely check if it's available in your country. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't want to use Blofin, maybe you want to go for an even bigger deposit bonus, you can click the second link down below for KCEX, which they offer a massive $9,000 in bonuses. So when you click that second link down below, it will take you to this page over here for KCEX, and you can see they have 0 fees for trading as well, and they also have 0 withdrawal fees actually for all change, which is absolutely amazing. And if you want to be getting an instant $20 bonus as well, you can actually sign up for the third link down below for MEXC over here. So when you deposit $100, they're going to top it up and give you $200 in trading bonuses over there. And when you click that third link down below, it will take you to this page over here, and you can see the MEXC are one of the best exchanges too. They've been around for a long time. They're really reliable, and of course they have a lot of coins that you can't access on other exchanges, as they list the coins first all the time. So if you like your altcoins, you like these really low fees, and you want to be taking advantage of that $20 bonus you get when you deposit $100, I definitely recommend you use that third link down below for MEXC. So yes guys, you can see we're in year 3 here, where the altcoins actually go parabolic. So for the longer term, this is exactly what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the altcoins go parabolic as Bitcoin actually marks up the most aggressive during this time. You can see in 2013 we had a massive markup for Bitcoin. In 2017 we had a massive markup in towards 2018 for the Bitcoin price as well. And then you can see in 2021 we had that massive uptrend over there for Bitcoin. And right now we're in 2025, and you can see it's likely that we're going to get that same follow through for Bitcoin right now. So this is the chart setup that I'm looking at, and I've covered this on Twitter, so make sure to be following me on there, because you get these updates a lot quicker. I actually posted this in the morning at 6 a.m. so of course it's still in play, luckily, but of course if it wasn't, then you would have missed out. And the earliest place to get me is on Twitter. But anyway, back to the Bitcoin dominance, you can see that we're in a downtrend here. So of course it's making lower highs, and this is potentially the third point where you have this trend line actually coming down. If I draw it, it will look something like this, and you can see that this is the third inflection point where you're actually going to get a breakdown, and we're actually retesting the rising wedge, and we're banging into this horizontal resistance at this side over here. So of course this is actually really bullish, as if this Bitcoin dominance comes down, it indicates money actually flowing in towards your altcoins. And this is a fractal I'm looking at, and I posted on Twitter as well. So this was a 2021 cycle where we had a massive move down for the Bitcoin dominance, and right now we're actually exactly testing the trend. So it's looking identical, and this is something that I'm looking at. And once we get this, we're going to see the altcoins go absolutely parabolic. So if you guys want to actually be trading with a community, I actually have my community with another analyst called Bill, and we have this community called 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗦𝗦. 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗦𝗦 is a great community. We post a lot of data points and trades to be taking based on our opinion and things like that. So if you actually enjoy my analysis and you actually like my trading style and you want to learn how to trade as well on top of that, then definitely be messaging this account for 𝗚𝗥𝗔𝗦𝗦, and we'll definitely get back to you so that we can add you to the Discord, and then you could be making consistent profits. So yeah, that'll be it for me guys. Bit of a shorter update here, but we'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, make sure to be following me on Twitter to stay up to date with consistent outlooks over here and different data points that I don't get to cover on the channel. You can see I covered this well ahead of time on my Twitter, and different charts that I actually don't include in my actual YouTube channel here. So of course Twitter is probably the best place you can actually be accessing information from me, so definitely make sure to be following me on there. But yeah, have a blessed rest of your day guys. Peace guys, see ya, bye bye.